Okay, as you can see here, this is example 1, classifying functions. Okay, so what we have to do for this, the instructions are basically going to be identify whether the function is a quadratic function or not, and then identify all of the terms. So you have to remember that, first of all, this is just function notation. It means the exact same thing as this. So if we have f of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c, that's the same thing as y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. They're the same thing, this is just function notation. Okay, well this is standard form of a quadratic equation. Okay, to be a quadratic equation, you need to have the squared term, so you need to have the quadratic term. So basically, you just simplify these, and that's going to tell you whether it's a quadratic, and then your x squared term is your quadratic term, your x term is your linear term, and then your c is your constant term. That's all in your notes. So simplify this. Remember, we FOIL. So we do our first terms. 2x times x is 2x squared. We do our outside terms. So 2x times negative 4, that's negative 8x. We do our inside terms. 3 times x, that's 3x. And we do our last terms. 3 times negative 4, which is negative 12. So we combine our like terms. So we'll have 2x squared minus 5x minus 12. Okay, so that's this equation. Is it a quadratic equation? Yes, you have an x squared term, and that's because that's the biggest exponent, it's a quadratic equation. So now we need to identify our terms. So 2x squared, that is our quadratic term. Our negative 5x, that is our linear term. Notice how I included the sign in front, you need to. And then negative 12 is your constant term. Okay, so then we do the same for this. Again, function notation, we simplify. So I'm going to distribute the 3. So I'll have 3x squared minus 6x. And then here I'm going to distribute the negative 3. So I'm going to do minus 3x squared plus 6. Okay, so doing that, combine our like terms. Here my like terms are 3x and negative 3x. When I add those together, they cancel. So I basically have negative 6x plus 6. Do I have an x squared term anymore? No. So this is not a quadratic function. Okay? And its terms, and we still have to identify the terms of it. This would be a linear function because we have a linear term. And then 6 would be our constant term. Okay, so that's all you have to do for classifying functions.